welcome. This is the Howling of Frankfort. We will not be joined by Mark today. So, across from me we have...
Tori as Keita.
Melina as Tomi.
Daniel as Guy.
Peter as Jack.
Alright, well, since everybody seemed kind of mad at me that I didn't let Melina do the recap last time...
On our last adventures with our werewolf friends...
She's out of practice. It takes one session. She's out of practice.
I am. Our werewolf friends were in a predicament, trying to find their lost pup, Keita. They were in a bit of a hunt trying to find her, looking for her in the last few places that they could recall, such as the park, her home, and the hospital. Before this, they had encountered a spirit. Yes?
Yes.
Spirit. And have made a deal with it. But before completing said deal, they needed to take it an offering. I want to call it an offering?
Trade.
Trade,
yeah.
To seal it. So we're going to go ahead and try to complete that deal. In addition, Tomi had to do some...
Dirty work
to retrieve Keita from her abuser, which many other than really Jack know about it. So this is the recap.
Oh, so we're just going to ignore the shed?
It's kind of a big part that...
Oh yeah, so there was some minor torture.
That's it. Yada yada yada.
Minor torture, missing kneecaps.
Kneecaps were got.
They were forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Just one.
It's only one. You'll get a new one.
Keita has learned that she can take a hit
Yeah.
and live to tell the tale.
But can she take a hint?
And did she learn?
All very valid questions. Alright, so we're going to return to the house of the trade, so to speak. Tomi, you wake up in that bed. You kind of fumble around. You're able to find an alarm clock. It says 3 a.m.
Shit. I'm kind of grabbing my stuff, and I kind of waddle to the bathroom.
Alright, as you make it to the bathroom, you kind of plop, you shut the door, you kind of plop your stuff down on the ground and turn on the light so you can see. You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror. What exactly do you see?
Bit of a personal question. So I kind of lean forward, look at my face, I kind of start touching it. My hair is all kind of messed up with the light shining. You can tell that it's actually white, not black. And my stature is very thin, not sickly looking, but just very thin, almost boyish. And I start kind of scratching my face to a point where it is tearing, and you can obviously tell that it's regenerating as I kind of claw
The
at
skin
it.
pulls itself back together.
Yeah. And I start kind of putting my clothes together, which is just jeans, hoodie, just regular t-shirt. I kind of start picking all my stuff up, and I quietly make my way out.
As you try to make your way out, the door does creak, and you hear a small voice. Not that small, but it's still a young voice. Who's that? As you kind of look down the hallway towards the voice, you see a girl that you recognize. You recognize her in the way that you haven't seen this person in a couple of years at the very least. Or a year, maybe. She's about 5'2", maybe about 12, 13 years old. Red hair. Very pale complexion with freckles. And she kind of is rubbing her eyes. She's in like a nightgown. She's kind of rubbing her eyes, and then as she kind of blinks, getting used to the bathroom light coming in into the dark hallway, she goes, "Is that you, Tommy?"
Julie, hey.
"Tommy, it is you!" She runs over and hugs you.
I hug her back. And I kind of give her eye level because I'm assuming I'm still relatively taller than her.
Yeah, you kneel down.
Julie! I kind of start whispering. It's been so long.
Where did you go?
You know how the state is, and as you turn 18, you're nobody's problem anymore, right?
She kind of looks a little sad, and she goes, "I miss you."
You know, I miss you guys too. How's school?
School's okay. I'm getting ready to... I'm thinking about high school, obviously, you know. It's getting close.
You're gonna kick ass, right?
Yeah, I just wish I was maybe a grade ahead, so I could at least be there while you're still in high school.
I know, but you know what? You're gonna kick ass. You're gonna do great. Everything's good, right?
Yeah, everything's good. Why are you here?
Oh, there was gonna be a new girl that was gonna join you, but I had to, you know, I was picking up her paperwork, and she's actually gonna move in with me instead.
Oh, it would have been nice to have somebody new here.
I know, but you know how the system is. It's weird.
I guess. Are you gonna be staying long?
No, it's super late. I may be 18, but I still got school.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab the papers and I pause. And I kind of grab like a receipt and a little tiny pencil that I happen to have in my pocket. And I write my number down. If you ever need anything, okay? Promise?
Promise.
You'll call or text me, okay?
She takes a paper and she folds it up. She doesn't really have any pockets or anything. I promise.
Okay. And I give her like a final hug, and it's like, it's late. Tomorrow's Monday. You gotta get up early.
She's like, "I gotta go use the restroom."
Okay.
And, she goes into the restroom and shuts the door and kind of waves as the door closes.
I walk out. Well, before I walk out, I grab whatever paperwork I need to get from him.
Yeah, it's actually left on his end table next to his chair.
I stare at the chair intently. And I grab the
The chair almost seems to have like he sat in it so much it almost has like an imprint of him.
Ew. I spit on her. Yeah.
Okay, you get the papers, and it's about 3:20 when you arrive at your place.
I kind of stare up at the house. Take a deep breath. Okay. I got this. So, get my keys out, open the front door, quietly close it, because I'm assuming everybody's got to be asleep.
Yeah, everybody is asleep.
Alright. Where the frick is she?
You remember that you had told them that if she was back here, she'd have to be in the shed.
Alright. I make my way to the shed.
You open the door. The shed's pretty dark, but you can make out that's the form of Keita laying on the bed. She looks to be asleep.
I start poking her.
Eventually, the poking gets irritating enough that you kind of...
I flip over and I sit up. I flip over and I sit up. I just stare at her.
Are you awake?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure if you were awake. Okay. I need you to sit up, actually, if this is serious. And I turn on
the light and then sit down in the chair.
Yeah.
Sure.
You realize...
I'll pull up a chair.
Okay.
Okay. How's your mom?
Pretty much looking dead. I wish she was dead, so she wouldn't be going through all this pain.
But she's alive.
Yeah, she's
alive. Did the doctor say she's...
She has a concussion. She's wrapped up head to toe. Has to have a air filtration thing.
Yeah.
So she's alive in a way.
I'm happy to hear that she's okay. I am sorry that you're going through all of this kind of on your own. Your mom is a pretty tough cookie, seeing as she went against some werewolves. So the fact that she is able to tell the tale is nothing short but a miracle, really.
I still feel like I'm living a lie. I don't know what's up with my mom. Is my mom like us too?
That's a really good question. Honestly, when it comes to werewolves, it could be that one of your parents or your grandparents or somewhere down the line, someone in your bloodline is a werewolf.
My dad, obviously. I saw him hanging.
Yeah.
And hanging.
So it could have just been him. It could have been, as stated, history when it comes to werewolves, it can be a little murky. But this is what you are. This is why most werewolves don't try to have relationships, have kids, or if they have kids, it's usually not a very close bond because crap like this happens. Your dad had put your mom in a really, really bad position. With that being said, I'm glad that your mom is doing better. And you have... I didn't want you to think that you were never going to see your mom again. That was not my intention. You saw what happens when you get hurt. I'm assuming, when we went in the car.
Yeah, I pretty much get that from all what happened last night.
What happened last night?
You didn't send your little soldier boy after me?
Soldier?
No.
You should talk to him.
Okay.
Guy. I'm talking about Guy.
Oh!
Yeah, so... Yeah,
I put my hand on my face.
Or for what you had him do
and
to
I
me.
kind of nod. It's...
I know I was an ass, and I ran away, and I did many things. But you mutilated my body. I may be able to sit up now, but you told him to mutilate my body like that?
Well, if we're going to be talking about mutilating bodies...
He took a crowbar and popped it out.
That's very creative. I will give him that much. That is
I gave her a very confused and angry face.
Oh, I'm sorry. How is your kneecap?
I start kicking my leg. Oh, look, I got another one.
You got a kneecap.
It's magic.
You got... Okay, you know what? And then I bite down and I rip a piece of my skin.
That's disgusting.
That would be a point of lethal damage.
Did she use her?
Well, I'm not gonna rip like it's gonna be like
just
the
like
top layer.
Okay, just top layer.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Just enough for it to show the healing process. And it's like, and I kind of show it to her.
I stare at with more confusion, like, so because we can obviously heal from many things, you told him to take my kneecap.
I didn't actually tell him to take your kneecap.
Well, you told him obviously to do something.
I didn't tell him to. I just told everybody to put you in the shed while I thought of a punishment. But it's nice to know that my pack members know how to delegate a situation when I am not around. will say that. Point being, this is my family.
Mm-hmm.
And when anybody messes with our family members, you get hurt.
Yeah, obviously.
So, with that being said, I'm going to tell you something that only Jack really knows.
Jack? Jack, yeah, your brother.
Yeah. Only he knows about it. Robert and Guy, they know I don't like Dale. But they don't know why I don't like Dale. And you don't know why I took you out of his care. Dale... It's hilarious how Hollywood paints us as some mindless beast that goes through the woods and mindlessly kills. When in reality, most humans are more of a monster than what you and I are. The person you were going to stay with hurt me and others to great extent. Physical, mental, and other ways. In other words, I can still feel his skin in my teeth.
I take it you didn't go to the cops.
There was no need to go through cops. I can't go to the cops. As you can see from my arm, any pain, any physical contact from a human, really, you'll heal almost instantly. I was a child of the state with druggy parents and no recollection or history of other family members. And no scars, no wounds, no bruises to show what abuse. Oh, she is just a child. She's been through so much. She's painting a horrible story about a wonderful man who takes his time, energy, and money to care for children. Who would believe?
I could see their little rap sheet that probably wouldn't pass.
It was quite easy for him to just take special interest in the fact that I can take a hit and all would be forgotten. I am able to now compose myself and not kill him off. I don't think you are quite ready to put yourself in a situation where your feelings can overcome your judgment. Which is why I told you at the beginning, for now you cannot see your mother. For now you cannot put yourself in a situation where your feelings would flare up and you will tear someone to pieces.
Like when I changed that first night.
Yeah, that was a bit of cleanup.
I still have a blur for what happened.
But I get it. And Jack gets it. And Robert and Guy. We get it. No one in the world will ever understand what you did. There are two worlds. Do you believe in spirits? Let's make it easier. Ghosts and things like that.
No, not really. That's just stuff adults make up to make you feel good. Or make you listen or so.
Okay.
Like Santa Claus. That ain't real.
Fair enough. Santa is not real. However, spirits and the like are real. And it's kind of easier to believe that only because...
Kind of on cue, Traveling Roots appears in the shed and kind of meanders along the shelves.
What the heck is that? What is that?
You've seen him before.
Jesus. Why does it do that?
Appear? Well, when you want to make an appearance, you kind of just appear. So,
I just stare at it like, with just confusion.
he is a spirit.
So,
Werewolves exist. Vampires exist. All of these things that Hollywood makes it seem like it's not real, it's fake. It is all real.
Why has it not been brought into light? If all this is going around, I point at Roots, is all this is floating around and you're real, I'm real, my dad and all that was real, how come everyone doesn't know? Why is it such like a blacklisted Area 52 thing?
Okay, well, who's to say that the people in the Looney House are crazy? What if they do see Roots? If you would have screamed that exact same quote to a human, what would they think if you started pointing out Roots and saying there's a snail willow tree spirit winking at me?
They would probably think I'm crazy because I can see something they can't. But what if you can prove he's real? I can't. I don't know. There's gotta be, if he's just sitting there floating, there has to be a way I can prove he's real.
Well, let's go ahead and start pointing at the TV shows. YouTube videos. It's all special effects. It's all graphics. Or there are people who do believe in it. You didn't believe in it before, though. With so many videos and evidence. And somehow you still shrugged it off as, oh, it's just fairy tale. And let's go ahead and make this worse. What does the government do when they find out that you have super strength, super agility, super regeneration?
Probably become a soldier or an army.
Weapon. You are a living, breathing weapon in the physical world. In the spirit world, you're not really anything.
Spirit world.
Yeah. So there's two worlds. In the spirit realm, we're
normal-ish.
We're unwanted. We're like...
So we're freaks here, and in another world, we're unwanted?
Yes. We're like the unwanted, uncalled for police force who tries to bring balance.
Okay.
So, I know you say you want to be left alone. But I know you don't really want to be left alone because you want your mom. And that is somebody. That is a person. You want your mom. You want your dad. That is not loneliness. That is you wanting to be part of your old life.
Well, I'd start kicking my feet. I want what's back, like what was normal. I want that back.
I think you can see that within the last few days, this is your new normal. I'm not really specifically talking about the shed.
Looking around.
This doesn't have to be your normal. I go to school. Jack goes to school. Jack has a girlfriend. Robert, I don't know. Robert is really into medicine. I don't know. Maybe he's going to be a doctor someday. Or, sorry, the guy. Robert, I don't know. Robert's still young. He's still trying to figure himself out. Your feelings of wanting to find out where you fit in the world, guess what? All of us are trying to figure that out too. It is nothing new. It's nothing out of the ordinary, and it is completely normal. So if you want some sense of normalcy, that's one of them. Trying to figure out where you fit between the physical realm and the spirit realm. Which is why you kept asking, why do you want me so bad? Why do you want me? What makes me so special? Because if you run off with humans, you will eventually hurt somebody, and you will remember it. And the worst thing is to hurt somebody that you love. And out of a fit of anger, just put yourself, with your mind's eye, ripping your mother's chest cavity open.
That's my mother. I would never do that.
You would never do that.
That's my mother.
It's your mom. You love her.
How could I do that?
Well, just like Jack is able to lose his control, just how I was able to lose my control, just like you were able to lose your control and hurt two people unintentionally
kind of squint my eyes and rub my head.
The giant hole, that's not the only thing you busted through.
Am I going to get sued?
I'm not going to sue you.
He said other people too. Am I going to get sued?
You're not going to get sued because we cleaned up after it. That's why we went after you. To make sure you didn't hurt more people. To make sure. Yeah, because the casualties could have been more. I killed my parents. Robert killed his parents. Jack killed... Oh, yeah, I think he killed someone. Anyway, I kind of short. Generally, your first change, you end up killing somebody, and unfortunately, most of the time, it's somebody that you really care about. Jeez. You killed strangers. But the next time, and we're not there, the next time you have a fit, the next time you get really angry, the next time we are not there, you can hurt somebody that you really care about. And that is something that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life. And werewolves can live quite a long time if you join the right pack.
Okay.
So why do we want you? Because you're a bit of a machine. You are a killing machine.
And killing machines should be quarantined to one area.
Killing machines, if you direct it, can be a tool to saving. You're a knife. Let's just put it that way. In the wrong hands, you can hurt a lot of people. In the right hands, you can make things right.
So what do I do from here on now?
These are your two choices. I spoke to everybody already. You would have to stay in the shed for a time being, only because there is a lot of open wounds. Emotional open wounds.
I look at my knee and I look back at her.
Yeah, emotional wounds.
Your knee's closed up at this point.
I still look at my knee and I look at her.
There's a lot of emotional wounds that need to be mended. Because we really tried to take you in and reassure you that everything was going to be okay. And you kind of pushed. And we push back. That's how we are. You push us, we push you. But if you work with us, we will work with you. We can teach you to learn how to harness your feelings. Learn what your abilities are. Yes, you get abilities. We can teach you how to hunt, how to fight, how to pass math. Because even after all of this werewolf crap, we still have to go to school.
This sucks.
Yeah, I hate school.
Do I have to go? I have to go to school. With
Yeah, I
you,
have
so.
to enroll you. Yes, I have your paperwork.
I can't get homeschooled, huh?
No. I feel like association is good for all of us. We need to learn how to associate.
Okay. School makes me nervous. If I'm like this with you guys and I go to school, high school is a war zone. I might end up accidentally killing people there.
Yep.
That's all you have.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I feel like ripping my stupid math teacher's head off? Constantly. I replay it over and over again. And I kind of do the finger motion of replay. Yeah. But if you want a sense of normal, going back to school is one of those steps. Because jobs, relationships, friendships, and all that junk, it's part of being normal. And to humans, you are still human.
For now, I guess.
You are human. But you are also werewolf. And to the world, that's weird, but to us, it's normal. You are normal with us. Which is why we don't travel alone. If you want your alone time, get your alone time. If you want to go out for a jog by yourself and clear your mind, go ahead and do that. I think Guy likes going to strip clubs.
I look at her with confusion. Why?
I kind of let him. It's his thing. You gotta find... Like, if you wanted to go, that's... I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm 15. He's 17.
Yeah.
A kid should not enter into a strip club.
No.
That's not normal.
Yeah, and kids shouldn't be able to rip open people's, faces, but this is where we're at. The point is, you can do what you need to do to find out who you are. You know, if you want to do that hippy-dippy life, and find yourself, that's cool. But you need a support system. We are willing to be your support system. But it's a two-way street. It's not a one-way. Two-way street. So, you have the option of working with us, gaining trust, and vice versa. We'll gain your trust, you gain our trust. And I will never, and I will highly emphasize this, I will never be your mother's replacement. She will always be your mom. I am just simply the person who is going to help you with your new journey. So once you get the hang of everything, you will definitely be able to visit your mom. One of us will have to go with you at all times, just in case.
It's my mom. She's gonna be here. She's gonna be happy to see me alive.
Of course she is.
And then I'm gonna have to tell her what I saw about my dad.
It's not your mom that I'm worried about.
What do you?
It's you that I'm worried about.
I'll just.
You're gonna be tempted to tell people what you are. It's cool. It's hip. I don't know what young people.
I have to tell my mom.
You cannot tell your mom.
She married my dad. She has to know what my dad is.
Does she?
You saw him hanging.
Yeah, we saw him. She was half dead.
How can you marry someone and not notice that? That's a big thing.
Okay, women have married gay men.
Are you referencing the Kardashians?
I'm gonna throw that out there. Okay, there have been bigger secrets. Well, this is probably the biggest. But there's been big secrets within marriages. I don't know why your dad did it. I don't know why he didn't just leave. I disagree with a lot of things that he did, and a lot of other werewolves, and yes, there are more of us, a lot of them would disagree with what he did. But this is where we're at.
Yeah.
So, as stated, you can try to be part of our group, and we'll figure out a way to ensure that you're always near us. Or you stay here until your mom gets released and you go on your merry way, but out of my territory.
Okay.
Because as long as you're here, you are my responsibility. So if you do something stupid, the kneecap will be the least of your worries. Well, I don't have to. I personally do not like inflicting pain. I like winning. I like fighting. As far as disciplining goes, that's not my forte.
Well, I'm willing to work with you guys and figure out anything else new and weird about me that I obviously don't know. But I do want to keep tabs on my mom. And keep her in a loop as best as I can. If that's possible.
Learn these words. The herd must not know.
Herd?
Herd.
I started, what?
Humans cannot know about us. If you want to talk about werewolf movies and werewolf books, that's cool. Your mom could just think that you've gotten some weird fascination towards it. But she cannot know what you are. Because you don't know, you know your mom, but you do not know what a person will do with that kind of knowledge. And as stated, we will have to go through extreme measures to ensure that that information does not get out there. So take this as a threat and a warning. If she finds out through you, we will dispose of you.
Even if she's my mom. What if she already somehow knows? Like I said, there's a strong possibility. She was married to my dad. So what if she does know?
That's a...
Can I still associate with her?
You are risking your life.
I'm not going to say anything. If you say it's a bad idea to speak of this, fine. But if some grace by God, she knows that, am I allowed to keep in contact with her?
I will talk to Craig. He is my...
Pack member?
No, more like a lawyer.
We have lawyers?
Yeah, we have laws. We have laws. We have, I guess, a type of government, if you want to put it that way.
So there's a secret government now.
Not really a government. More, I just put government because we have rules, we have laws, guidelines.
Guidelines?
Yes.
Okay.
Should she find out on her own, I'm assuming that is on her. But you cannot be the one to tell her what you are and why, who we are. As in me, Jack, Robert, and Guy.
Fair.
Okay?
That's fair.
If she just finds out on her own or from some other werewolf, that's their problem. But if you tell her and I find out, or if anybody finds out, you are dead.
Harsh, but fair at the same time. Like how you mentioned, if the government finds out if any of this is real, shit, it's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah. But even before it gets to that point, you will be terminated.
Shit's gonna hit the fan.
Why do you think there's just so many movies and not actual? Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Alright, so this was a lovely talk. You will remain here. It is almost morning. I suggest getting as much sleep as you can, because tomorrow I'm enrolling you. And I have my bout, and I stand up, and I am super tired, and I start kind of walking and talking to myself as I close the door behind me.
I look at her in adorable confusion.
I'm so tired. I just want to go to bed. I swear to God.
Alright, so you make it back into your room and you fall asleep very quickly. However, it is not more than 2, maybe 3 hours at the most. Before that alarm clock starts blaring and then Jack's nudging your shoulder trying to wake you up.
Composure roll.
Yeah, nothing.
You're too tired at this point.
To even get composure.
Yeah.
Dang.
Tommy!
No!
Tommy!
No!
Wake up! School! Yes, I know, but school.
Why do I have to be me?
Because I don't want to be you.
I literally roll over.
Thud.
She's now on the floor.
That's a start. I'm gonna go make breakfast.
Double portion.
Alright.
Alright, as you go into the kitchen, you can actually... Robert has already taken off. He's left a note stating that he's going to grab breakfast at school. He wanted to get an early start.
What a bookworm.
Guy is sitting in the kitchen at the table, bouncing his leg impatiently.
I have a big grin on my face.
And he has a napkin. He has something folded up in a napkin sitting right in the middle of the kitchen table.
Morning, Guy.
What's up,
You're unusually chipper.
No, it's just a Monday morning. Who couldn't be excited to start school on a Monday morning this fine early day?
So
It's
can
a good
I...
day.
You hear that, and even you know.
I make my way into the kitchen.
So can I smell what it is?
You can smell... Well, you're in human form.
Right.
And you're cooking, so...
Okay, so I wouldn't...
You smell bacon.
I smell bacon. It's fine. I like bacon.
I walk over to the table. This is trash?
No. Smack her hand out of the way.
Dangerous.
Hold on. It's why I'm in a good mood, okay?
Oh. Why? What's in there?
It's the help our pack. And I'm happy just to help our pack this fine, wonderful morning. I had a good night's rest and everything. We got Jack here cooking some wonderfully smelling bacon.
What
feel
in
good.
dear Luna did you do?
Nothing.
What is in that? I get.
Wait, please.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
open it.
Just take a peek, but don't say anything, okay?
Okay.
Don't spoil the surprise
And
for Jack.
I put it down the napkin.
Yeah?
What is that?
Well,
Please don't tell me.
what do you mean? Don't tell you what? What do you know?
I had a talk with Keita.
Okay.
And
That's exactly what you think it is. What did she say, though?
She kept staring at her knee, and then said that you did something. That apparently I told you to do something to her. But
I just
you did that.
had a top.
You did that. You did that. And I
It's
start staring at it, and I kind of smile.
you see,
You did that.
It's physical evidence.
You did
of
that.
what it's discipline, but that's beside the fact. It's more. Well, that's partially why I'm happy, but it's also for Jack because I know he needs.
So I finished
You need
making
something.
I finished making breakfast and I come back with plates.
Is anybody going to invite Keita in for
I'm not
breakfast?
sure. She didn't knock.
She doesn't have an alarm either.
I was hoping to
Yeah.
pass this off before she came in,
Okay,
just out of
that's fine. Go ahead.
keep stuff like this between, because she didn't even have to explain this to me. But yeah, anyways,
So Jack's
Okay,
coming
Jack's-
over to the table at this time.
from the bacon.
Jack.
Bacon, eggs,
Okay,
breakfast.
okay, you know what? Put the food down. Jack, go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright, so I set the food down.
I'm so
Okay.
excited for this.
Okay, just brace yourself. You're gonna want to sit down for this one. Just have a seat, okay?
Alright, so Jack sits down. He's a little nervous.
I kind of push the pile of napkins towards him, staring at him.
Jack lifts one of the corners, puts it down.
Yeah.
There's the slightest smirk in the corner of his mouth. Would I be able to make a roll now to see if it would work, or...
Go ahead if you want it.
Okay.
It's intelligence plus wit, or plus occult. Sorry.
That's what I was gonna
1, 2,
have, like,
3,
take a look at it, Jack.
4.
Really look at
Plus
it.
occult is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I didn't even have to tell you to.
I see. We just learned things.
I'm very.
1 with a reroll. Just 1. But that should be enough.
Yep, that is enough.
So
So what do you think, Jack?
the smile grows. He lifts up the napkin with both hands now. It's perfect.
You see? Look how happy he is.
How did you get this?
It took a little bit of persuading, but it wasn't too big
I
of a
pick it
deal.
up. I smell it.
That, putting it that close, you can smell blood, essentially. It's fairly fresh.
I didn't clean it off yet.
This is new.
It's
This is not even preserved.
Is it legal? Did you do it legally?
Did you wash this?
Legally?
no. I mean, I had it wrapped in napkins.
Did you?
Legally, I mean,
Did you find? Alright, stop.
I found it. I knew where to look to find it, but I found it.
Oh, that boy.
Can I take a proposal?
I'm gonna go to the sink and start washing it off.
off.
Getting it all
Okay,
clean.
clean it up, put it away. Don't. Keita
Wait.
doesn't need to know that.
Yeah, I was hoping you guys would get down, or if she'd even want to come in. Maybe not.
Well, do you want to fetch her?
Nah.
You
I
know
think
what?
we'll
Go
get
fetch
her.
her. Yeah, go fetch her. She needs food.
Okay.
Could I take a composure roll?
Maybe.
Not there yet.
Not there yet. Do you want me to, before I go out, Tommy, should I bring her in? Or do you want me to just bring the food to her? Which would you feel?
Go ahead and bring her in. We had a talk, and I think she might be a little bit more open.
Literally.
Okay, we'll keep those jokes to a minimum.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how she's with jokes like that yet, but we'll find out. Okay, so I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch Keita.
You hear knocking on the shed door.
Yes.
Are you awake? It's time.
I start growling.
Composure roll. I will give you a composure roll there. Composure minus your primal urge, please.
Oh no.
I can't believe he got you a kneecap.
This is
said
amazing.
composure?
Yeah,
Best
minus
thing
your
he's ever
primal
given
urge.
to me.
Which is one.
I get it.
So 2.
It's like,
I only use 2
huh.
dice.
Kneecap.
Sorry.
So gross. I've never seen one up close. Huh. I hand it back. And I wash my hands with it.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, crap.
Did exactly what I needed.
As she wakes up, she shifts immediately into Dalu and puts her foot straight into the door. The door comes off of its hinges and into you.
I thought 5 was good. 5 is good.
No.
8 and up.
Like he chose to roll that 5. What does the door? Does it knock me back?
Yeah, it knocks you on your butt as it kind of goes bouncing through the backyard.
What do you say again?
Your Dalu.
Clang, clang, clang. We would hear that.
Would we hear that?
I think you would.
Was it loud enough?
Yeah, because she put a foot into the door and kicked it off the hinges.
Did you just send Guy to go get her?
Maybe. I'm gonna stick to my guns and say that was a good idea. Can you go check up on them and just make sure? I'm sure.
I pocket the the kneecap.
Don't take it with you. Don't take it with you.
Well, I mean, you won't see it.
I start eating.
I'm gonna go grab a piece of bacon and chew it as I walk out to where the noise was.
You stand on the back porch, the outside back porch, and you see Keita in the door frame of the shed, full Dalu, the door off of its hinges, now sitting next to the big maple tree in the backyard, and Guy sitting about a few feet away on his butt.
We have a maple tree.
I'm got a lively one over here, Jack. I just came to say good morning to bring her for breakfast and she kicked the door.
I start giving a low, loud growl. A good grumble in the back of my throat.
I chew on the bacon,
I turn to him.
savor it. It's breakfast inside, Keita.
I look back at Guy. Just sitting staring at him on the ground, just staring at him.
What did I do? I say it soft enough, hopefully Jack doesn't hear it, or maybe... Well, I guess, yeah, he would know that.
Do we know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think you and I know that.
Wow, you're a feisty one on a Monday morning. I was excited to wake up too.
I'm gonna take a few steps towards Guy.
We'll stand up and just brush myself off. Well, breakfast is ready. And then I'm back in the house.
I'm gonna start pacing in a circle.
What time is it?
At this point, Guy has gotten back up the steps. It's only been like maybe 10 minutes.
So it's what? 6:30?
Give or take.
Time is an alarm. Set? 6? Alright.
See, I think it would have been better, Tommy, if you had just let me just give her the food and walk back. If she didn't like my
Oh, so you walked past back into the house?
I figured I'm back in by now.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't sure if you had stopped to talk with Jack, who's standing at the pool.
No, I'm still standing there watching.
No, I just walked back in. No need to say.
I'm just making sure she doesn't run off. That's what I'm doing.
I'm just pacing in a circle.
Gnawing on my bacon.
You're still in Dalu at this point.
I'm watching in a circle in Dalu form.
I stand up, walk to the back door. Hey!
Turn
Both of you. Inside, food. We got school in like an hour. Let's go. And Betty's still not repaired, so we're walking it.
Oh.
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
That.
Go back inside.
That's why we're up so early.
That's why Robert left, so we can just go Erhan and just run there. Smarter than we look.
So I'm gonna go down the steps. I'm gonna walk up to Keita. I'm gonna wave the bacon in front of her,
Okay.
and then start slowly walking backwards toward the house.
We're such a functional, dysfunctional family.
Bacon. Bacon.
I should have opened
She's got to be hungry by now, though.
Yeah, you haven't eaten in like over a day.
Yeah.
Your stomach is growling.
I just shake my head, pace in a circle a couple more times, and slowly turn back into issue. Go back issue.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, bacon's ready.
And he kind of holds the bacon up into the air triumphantly as he walks back into the house.
I'm gonna sit on the back porch for a minute to compose myself.
Bacon's getting cold.
You hear that from the house.
And Jack eats a lot. So, yeah.
Just give me a few minutes. I'm coming.
Alright, we'll give her a few. Reggie,
We eat.
you want her bacon? Say that out loud.
I turn back to stop inside the house.
I'm kind of waiting for you to come back in. So.
Reggie wasn't there all along.
Reggie gives you sad puppy dog eyes.
I know. Aw, I give him my piece of bacon.
Tommy,
Keita?
can I eat in the living room instead of here in the dining room?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. I'm gonna take my plate and I go into the living room. I just give a glare towards Guy and I keep on going.
Put on a small little grin.
See? It wasn't that bad. No, that's good. That's good.
That was exciting.
Team building.
Yeah,
Building exercises this early Monday morning.
It's a great Monday morning, though.
It is now getting close to 7. And you guys realize you guys need to start
Keep going.
Yeah, let's get got.
And I think we will call it there for today.
Fair enough.
It has been Ian, your storyteller.
This is Peter playing Jack.
Daniel as Guy.
Melina as Tomi.
Victoria's Keita.
And we will see you guys in the next one.